This is topic D on page 177, filtering data by using timelines and slicers. The ability to filter your pivot tables enables you to drill down into your raw data to view the fine detail that lies within. As you likely have many questions to ask of your data, it can quickly become tedious to have to open drop-down menus, determining what items are filtered out, clear the filtering, and then refilter your data to find the next answer. This is especially true if data analysis is one of your key functions. If you fall into this category of Excel users, you'll likely appreciate the ability to quickly and easily refilter your pivot tables on any number of fields. In addition, the ability to quickly view the filters applied to the current data set could come in handy if you're returning to a worksheet after having not worked in it for a while. In short, you need some type of tool that gives you a high level of control over pivot table filtering, one that is easy to work with and easy to interpret regardless of how many filters you apply to your pivot tables. Excel includes such a tool. Gaining an understanding of how this feature works will give you a greater level of control over your pivot table filtering and the peace of mind of knowing that you have filtered your data in precisely the manner you meant to. So in this lesson, we'll take a look at slicers and timelines. So first, slicers are pivot table filtering tools that you can link to various pivot tables in your worksheet. Slicers are made from each field, which are your column headers, and has a button for each individual entry from that field. So to insert slicers, I would go up to my Analyze Contextual tab, and in my filter group, here I have the option to insert slicer. So your dialog box again will show all of your fields. These are all of your column headers for your starting point from your data set of information. So you choose which fields you want to create your slicers from. So I'm going to do the region, and I'll do a slicer for product line. Click OK from here. You can see I get two floating windows, one for each of my slicers. And I'm just going to change this chart type. I'm going to switch over to a clustered column to get a better look at this. So I'm just going to go to my Design tab, change chart type, and we'll change to a clustered column. So we can easily see our different products here, our cameras, desktops, laptops, and printers. So again, each individual entry for your field will be shown as a button on your slicer. So suppose I only wanted to see total sales of laptops from the Midwest. I could click on my laptops button and then filter down on my region slicer to show sales for Midwest. So I can see that's about 7,000 on my chart, and it also filtered down on my table as well. So these slicers are connected to both because your tables and charts are connected to each other. So they will filter down in both positions. Now on your slicer, up in the top right hand corner, just like for our auto filter drop down arrows, here we have our clear filter button that will bring all of our product line back into view, and I can clear this from my region and bring that all into view as well, and you can see all of my buttons have become active again. So these slicers simply filter your data. Now we also have timelines, and timelines are filter tools that filter your data using date fields. And to insert a timeline, I would make sure one of my objects is selected, go up to my Analyze tab, and in my filter group, here I have the option to insert timeline. And again, any date fields that are used in your data set will be shown here. So I only have one date field, which happens to be titled date. So I'm going to choose that and click OK, and I get another floating object. You can see how easily and quickly your screen becomes very busy with a lot of different objects floating around. So you want to get a good organization here so you'll be able to see everything. So on your timeline, you can see right now I'm divided into months, and since all of my sales were in 2016, I'm going to scroll over. Okay, so here I have 2016. If I wanted to see the sales in just September of 2016, I can click on that section of my timeline. It will filter down my sales for just that period. So I can click an individual month, or you can see if I hover over the edge of my selection, I can click and drag to include multiples. So again, right now it's shown by month, but you can change your breakdown here. I can just show it in years. I could show it in quarters. So here I have quarter 1 in 2016, 2, 3, and 4. You can see the information in my chart and pivot table automatically update for me. And last, I can also break it down by day. So here you can see the sales for September 27th, 2016. We only had sales for desktops and printers. All right, so those are your slicers for filtering your different items in your fields, and your timelines for filtering just your date fields. Next video will be activity 5.4 on page 182.